It's quite annoying that it sounds so much when you're, cable, perhaps? Yanks or something. It's like laying across my desk, so every now and then it sort of yanks when I move my head. So I apologize for that. Also, so I talked about dreams last time, and so now I'm thinking about talking about you know what could be good? One of those, actually. So now I'm thinking about injuries. Weird sort of or weird, not necessarily. It depends on what you identify as weird. So we all have injuries, have had injuries in our lives. And one of the more interesting ones... Oh, I didn't have a shooter. Hang on. Right, so last time I talked about dreams, and now I'm going to talk about injuries, I'm thinking. Because injuries are sort of, I mean, we've all had injuries, you know, and I'm talking just, you know, broken arms, legs, concussions, stuff like that. Not more grievous things. Grievous? I don't know if that's the correct term in this case, but anyway. Once I started getting a pain in my foot. I think it was my left foot. And I was getting a pain every time I sort of stepped down, walking on it and putting my foot down and putting weight on it. It was like this shooting pain that went up from the sole of the foot, about the middle of it, and up and through like the whole calf. And it was like this really unnerving type of pain that's, you know, it's just something's not quite right. And so I took off my shoes and my socks and everything at one point, because this pain has sort of started to... It started off fairly small and then got, you know, more and more intense. I thought it would, like, sort of give in by itself, but it didn't. It just got worse. And so I just decided to examine my foot before I went any further, because as a typical Swede, at least, I think most people are like this, we examine first before we, you know, call the doctors, because you don't call the doctors until you're like at the edge of death, basically. And so as a typical Swede, that's what I did. And I found this little... I ran my fingers across the whole, you know, bottom of my foot and the sole of my foot. And I came across a little, what I thought was a splinter. So I came across a point where it was like, yeah, that's where it is. You touch something that touch a nerve inside your foot. And so, alright, I felt the little tip of that splinter, and I grab a hold of it with my nails, and I was just going to quickly yank it out, because, as I said, I thought it was a little splinter. And I yank, and I get this absolutely shooting pain through up all of my leg, and it gives me shivers across my spine. And you know, I can't. When you can't stop your own movements, you have to just, you know, you do this shivering type of thing. It was just horrible. And out comes this long, like a, not possibly, I don't think it was metal, but something of the sort, you know, let's say it was metal, a metal thread, and it was quite long, and it whirls out of my foot, and as it goes out of my foot, and I've sort of walked on top of this thing, and it has sort of fed into my foot until it finally all got stuck in there. And it just sent the creepiest shivers down my spine. It was absolutely horrendous. So that was like, I've walked across something that fed slowly and very meticulously into my foot. I'm guessing it was like at inside the bottom of a shoe, or possibly one of the possibly by a what's it called? Like a thicker sock. Oh god. Oh, I didn't have anything. I need a coffee bean to wake that up to get rid of that for him. Ah, it's okay. It's a-okay, we'll make it still, because that's gonna set off, but it does delete a bit of points for you. Damn it. Anyway, so we're starting to up the difficulty levels at this game, at least. Anyway, that was a really creepy moment for me personally, because I wasn't expecting it. And especially when you get these, when you can't control what your body does, and you do these involuntary shaky movements. Oh, does this not reach over there? I thought it reached. Okay, I need to put one on each. I need to put one on each of these lines then, I suppose. Bollocks. Shit, this didn't go too well. Oh, silly. So far I've been so cocky, it's like, oh, this is just such a silly, simple game, and now it's like, holy moly!
I am actually in trouble, dude.
That's what happens when you don't concentrate enough. It's okay though, we'll be alright. We'll be alright, I promise you. We're like half done. So, if I could just get one of these on each, I think we're good, and a little bit more of, maybe I should have gotten a bit more of the smaller ones. Just to sort of delay them stopping by that and eating it. More than, you know, actually getting the... That's gonna get two, very sure, yeah. Oh my god! I'm gonna lose this. Possibly. That's embarrassing. Let's see if we can Let's see if we can redeem this. I'm not sure, to be honest. It looks... No. This looks a bit of a fail to me. They're gonna come past through here if nothing else. My god! Okay, let's restart this level. Because that was... Bollocks!